Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. Well, we've been given a lineup which suggests a 3-6-1 formation. Jim?
Well, I can only suppose that the plan is to play on the counter-attack, Peter, to lure the opposition up the field and look to spring a surprise. There isn't much point in keeping your wing-backs deep if up against only one striker. So, deception would appear to be the theme with this system, and I think they've got a good chance of making it work as long as everybody is committed on the counter.
Well, we're on the way. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Asensio. And here's Yamal. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh no, this does not look good. Goal! Portugal! The first significant strike. Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Number 17.
Portugal gain their reward with an early goal. Now it's Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Gusto. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Driving on and making good progress. Shot a goal! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Nuno Mendes with the cross. Forced to go back. Gusto opts to play it back. Looking to play him in. Good read, needed to be. Portugal very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Nuno Mendes. Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And here's Yamal. Looking for options for movement. Yamal. Real chance here. And the counter is on. Short changes him with that pass. Oh, they could break here. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Nuno Mendes. Gusto. Here's Asensio. And it's Ruiz. Gusto receives it in a wide position. And he's whipped. He's rising! Oh, crossbar! And it's hoisted clear. In once more. Tries to get it clear. And he's had it nicked away. And it's Mendes. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, that's nice. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Gyökeres looking to add to his goal. Gyökeres! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Showing good feet. That's very neat. It's a good look. Oh, great leap!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Yamal. Decent chance! And he hits the net. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
37 minutes is number 10.
Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Aimed beyond the defence. Portugal looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, he's having a go! He doesn't look too happy with that.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Gets a good foot in there. Could move up a gear here.
There will be 1 minute
Quality
added
ball.
time.
Gyökeres. Lovely feet. Chance for a shot! And it's there! They are purring, truly purring. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Gyökeres.
And now he has 2. And that is all they have time for. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Portugal absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Please welcome everyone.
Portugal looking like the only team in this. They lead by 3. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. And that has been knocked clear. Oh, sweet feet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, it's more pressure than ball at the moment. Over to the right flank.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Asensio.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Searching pass he's played there. Now it's Yamal. He has found the way through. Can he finish? And that's in. His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. It's a promising position. Played into the box. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Yamal is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? And that's really well manoeuvred. That's a lovely, neat pass. So, what can they make of this? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Fabian Ruiz. Taken back almost at once. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Steaming on goalwards. And a chance! And no mistake. And look at his joy. Is this not why we love the game?
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
70 minutes is
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Number 13.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Yamal. And here's Asensio. He's going for goal! Magnificent! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And he's got what he came for, his 20th goal.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Number 9. Marco Asensio.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And it's Ruiz. Pinches it off him.
Fabian Ruiz really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Substitution for Jordan. Number 23.
So, third corner of the game.
Coming on to replace him is
Asensio
number
plays
7.
it short. And here's Asensio. Lovely bit of skill. He's having a shot! Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Pacho. Van Dijk. Yamal. Yamal going face to face with his great rival.
Now then, clash of the egos.
And it's Ruiz. Closing in on goal. Shoots! Oh, there was plenty on that. There's a sharp little ball here. He's found a way through. And he shoots! It's a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
After 88 minutes is...
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Knocks it into space.
Four added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Asensio. Oh, this looks sharp.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Can he get on the end of this? Van Dijk goes slow. And that's it. Portugal really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. Rodri. And he welcomes it in. And Messi! Goal! Portugal! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Portugal break through nice and early, just as they wanted it. It's a foul. This is Socek. Now it's Schick, and it's a foul. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. It's a foul. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Not the most accurate pass. Gusto. Nicely weighted ball, and he's picked it up out wide. Asensio, and the shot! It's a foul.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Mendes. Rodri. Gusto. Back towards the middle. And it's Ruiz. Gives it back. And he's quick to return it. Very nicely done. Portugal already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's on it, can he get away? And now a sudden chance to counter. Rodri. Now Van Dijk. Pacho. And it's Rodri. Van Dijk. Fabian Ruiz. Showing good feet. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Schick. Asensio. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shevchenko! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, he's done so well then. Almost the perfect link-up. There was a split second there for the perfect finish too. Shame he didn't take it.
And here's Asensio. Asensio. And Messi! Messi! From another planet! He's got himself an absolute peach. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
It's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up. That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's an imaginative pass. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Ruiz. Asensio, who is rarely short on confidence. There's the delivery. Getting up there! Relentless! Just relentless! They are purring, truly purring. Certain, searing and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Portugal find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Portugal have hit a quick-fire double here. That is lovely. Chance to deliver. Terrific effort! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And that has not gone well. Asensio. Now Fabian Ruiz. Nuno Mendes. Takes a shot! And that's a tiny finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Now he's off and running. That's the end of the first 45. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Portugal really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Portugal have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Looking for options, for movement. He's got away. Towering header! And that's a good finish. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Asensio. And it's Gusto. Gusto finds himself offside. Fabian Ruiz. Sifal. Schick. And here's the chance to counter. This looks promising. Now it's Schick. Foot in. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Chooses to go cross-field.
Good switch, that.
Messi. Tries to play it through. And this is Messi. That's very neat. Nuno Mendes being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, the quicker you cut out the service, the sooner you isolate his threat.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
Shevchenko! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Portugal certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Pacho wins the duel this time. Asensio looking understandably energised after his goal. Well, that looks a decent ball. And here's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. So foul. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Mendes. Great vision. Space for him to turn and look. And he decides to cross it. And there's the shot! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Gusto clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Just eases him off the ball. Messi. Knocks it into space. Gusto receives it in a wide position. Shapes to shoot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Portugal are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Mendes just loves to go forward whenever he can. He's found a way through. This might spell danger. Rodri. Now Fabian Ruiz pinches it off him. Lojek. Asensio. Can he get on the end of this? Messi. He's picked his way through. So, third corner of the game. Asensio goes short. Delivers the ball. And a header! Threads one in. In towards the back. He leaps for it! No joy, but a decent try. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Gusto. Portugal clearly now in lead preservation mode. Tries to pass it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Now, who's going to be first to this? He's not got that quite right. Looking for the run. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Messi, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it.